Okay. Hey guys, this is our website fintsacademy.com. You should be very familiar about this website, and we have come up with one of the subsidiary that is Fins 360. This exactly work like banking system, and we have different tabs here. There's something called accounts, transactions, screening, web search. So you can even search, all the accounts in case if you're holding any account with Fins 360. Say for example, I'm just showing it to you one of the account. This is how it look like, and this is Harris Peter. You can see that KYC is already completed for Fins 360, and you can just go inside and check the KYC. How does it look like? Okay, so and there's a passport we have collected from the customer. Okay, this is just a simulation to work on certain cases. We have built this system as a subsidiary of Fins. And you can even see the rental agreement, exactly like how banks will be collecting while onboarding customers. So these all documents we have made it for the cases. And we have some other, tabs like you can see the transactions. If in case if Harris Peter is involved in certain transactions, so all those transactions will be posted here. And there is a separate tab of transactions. If you can click on transactions and put account number or customer name, you can see all the transactions which are related to that customer. And there's something called web search. You can search on certain articles, negative or fin crime related articles. You can see in case if there is an article posted in the Fins 360, you can see it, on customers article. And there's a screening tab we have made it. Basically, this is to screen customers and third parties, or maybe even if you want to screen it anything. If there is a negative hit, it is going to show negative hit. If there is no negative hit, it is going to show that there is no hit found against the customer. So I just wanted to show it to you one of the interesting case. This is gonna helpful how we are going to conduct investigation through the tool, what we have built it. So these are the courses we are offering basically transaction monitoring, KYC, and sanction screening. And for the first time in the market, I have not seen it. Anybody is doing this simulation, practical, case studies we have come up with. So if I view sanction screening, okay, so they say, for example, I'm just going to activity three. So this is exactly how banking systems and financial institutions will be, getting triggers on a basis of screening detection scenarios that we have put it as an algorithm in the system. So this is a perpetual screening trigger that we have. The system has triggered an alert for an individual, Abu Bakr Khan. So this is the trigger ID, and the case is because we have already opened this case, so this is showing it as a history. If it is a new case, it is going to show it as a fresh case. And the type is, this alert has got triggered through batch screening. That is called perpetual screening. So you can take this, trigger ID for conducting investigation. So you can click on Fins 360, this application, what I have shown it to you, that application it will get to open. These are the tabs. You can use these all tabs for conducting investigation. And whatever you conduct investigation, you can write it as your simulation investigation response here and submit it. Right. So in case if it is escalation, it is going to go to OFAC. That is how we have made it. It is ideally it is not going to go to OFAC, but exactly like in order to get your practical experience, the people who don't have experience in the sanction screening process. So this is going to help you to understand how system you're going to use it for conducting investigation, and how are you going to write your report. So this will help you to understand, starting from conducting investigation and writing the report to OFAC, each and everything, start to end, everything. So this is a simulation. So whatever you conduct investigation, you should be writing it here. If it is a escalation, you just escalate it. If it is a case closure, you can just close it. For what are the reasons you're closing the case, or maybe if you're escalating it, what is the rationale behind escalation. So everything you can write it here. So how do we conduct investigation? In case if I pick up one of the trigger, Okay, the system has triggered an alert for an individual, Abu Bakr Khan, and this is the trigger ID. I'm just picking it up. So I click on Fins 360. So it is already open anyways, but so I just wanted to show it to you. So the first thing is, because here it is a trigger ID. This is exactly like the account number, customer's account number. You can just go to account. Okay, search it here. You will get customer KYC, and KYC is already completed. You can go back to the KYC, understand who's that person, what is his KYC, is that this person is a business owner. Okay, let it be business owner. And also it says that his address, he is holding trustee position in one of the ISIN foundation. We don't know what ISIN foundation. So this is what KYC look like. And the passport says he is from India. Okay, and the passport ID also from India, and the KYC says his basically his address is in Kuwait. So let me go to rental agreement. As with the rental agreement, so he is staying in Kuwait. All right. So this is all fine. So now the problem is the alert has got triggered for Abu Bakr on basis of perpetual. So now let me pick up this name, copy, and just go to the screening application. This is the screening application, we have made it. So you can just paste it here, search. Okay, so there are two hits. Okay, this is how you're going to see your screening application in your banks, and in case if you're working as a compliance or sanction department. So this is how the hits you're going to go, you're going to see it. So now you see it, what are these hits? Is that OFAC hit list? Okay, is it your customer or not your customer, or is there any third party whose name also Abu Bakr? Can try to understand these all things. Okay, so now there is one of the hit. It says that 4/16/1987 date of birth for the sanction hit, and the passport number starts with IN 123456789, and the country is so and so. The source is OFAC blacklist. If I open this, okay, this is going to take you to the article posted by OFAC. So this is one of the allegation of money laundering against Abu Bakr. Right? This is not so serious case. So when you read this you can understand it. Probably he would be using money laundering, and the same revenue would be using it for one of the terrorist financing, right, through NPO. So now we have understood that this Abu Bakr may be involved in, okay, so one of the NGO. And also we have seen that, in case if you remember that I have shown you, okay, so his account, right, Abu Bakr Khan, the KYC says that, say, he is holding at ISN Foundation. So somewhere in our mind, it is one of the trigger. It might be a red flag. We don't know. So he was terrorist financing through one of the foundation charity. Article doesn't talk about ISN Foundation. Now the next immediate thing is, you take that again, Abu Bakr Khan, go back to the screening. Okay, we could see that the Abu Bakr Khan's there are two hits, and the second hit I'm going to check it. This is 9/15/1980. The second hit date of birth, and the first hit date of birth is 4/16/1987. Again, okay, so you can go back to the accounts and check it. Clearly what KYC talks about, what is his date of birth, in case if that is matching. Okay, this person is uh, a real customer. Okay, so this person is involved in so and so charity, certain terrorist financing, routing through charities is happening. So 4/16/1987. So this person is involved in certain money laundering allegation also as per OFAC. Oh, this is already a hit. Now So now, anyways, when you are verifying ISIN Foundation, so this Abu Bakr Khan is holding as a trustee position there. So it is always better that when you are conducting end-to-end investigation, go back to account, check it if ISIN Foundation is your customer. Okay, so if this ISIN Foundation is your customer, okay, so just check it what is the risk score. Okay, so this is in Kuwait, and we could see that this person is also staying in Abu Bakr Khan is also staying in Kuwait. There might be chances that both are interlinked, and obviously it says that he is a trustee of ISN Foundation. Just go to trade license, and it says that this is also says the same thing. Abu Bakr is a trustee, and Sarah Khan is also trustee. I don't know who's Sarah Khan. Anyways, I have already know who which entity is. For which entity this person is a trustee. ISN Foundation. Now, who is a Sarah Khan, and what is ISN Foundation's screening hit list? So there are two names I have to screen it through screening application. Now, ISN Foundation, anyways, Abu Bakr Khan, I have done it already. There was one hit. There was no so serious hit. It was just a money laundering violation. It talks about using charity. He was facilitating certain terrorist financing. Now let me go to ISN Foundation, take ISN Foundations and Sarakan and screen it through screening application. If I identify any hits, maybe if I interconnect something there, so I can take it all the information and collectively write it in a simulation response and send it to OFAC if it is a escalation. So somehow, if I am able to close this case, I can write and prove that this person is not involved in any of the terrorist related, and this case is not a escalation. Reason I have to mention it, whatever the decision you're taking it. Now there are two persons I have to screen it on the screening tab. So the first one is ISN Foundation. So let me go back to again the screening application. I'm just screening ISN Foundation. Uh, so there's no hit found. So when I screen ISN Foundation, there's no hit found. It says that it is there in Kuwait, right? So there's no problem at all now. Okay, so now Abu Bakr, there was one hit. ISN Foundation, I don't see any hit. There's a person called Sarah Khan. Okay, let me screen it. Okay, so let me screen it, and I could see there are five hits here. Okay, so there's one of the hit. It says that again, this is Indian passport, 1987. I remember that this is 11/5, May 11th, 1987, and sorry, your Indian passport. And Sarah Khan accusation of using ISN Foundation. We could see that we have gone back to KYC and understood that Sarah Khan is also, is a trustee of ISN Foundation, and it's the article as per ROFAC article. It says that accusation of using ISN Foundation for Hawala and human trafficking. This is one of the most serious predicate offense that we could see it. And also it says that according to authorities, Sarah Khan, okay, so exploited the organization resources to humanitarian image and run to extensive Hawala network, facilitating cross-border transfers and traceable funds, right? And she was supporting human trafficking, disguising under various charitable initiatives. So this is very clear-cut case that she was involved in, and she was using ISN Foundation for terrorist financing. Now, anyways, Sarah Khan hit is there, and it says that, May 11th, as for the screening hit. So let me go back and check that is that the Sarah Khan is holding account with us. So if in case if Sarah Khan is holding account with us, the case is very clear. Okay, so we can understand Sarah Khan's date of birth. Okay, KYC. Okay, now Sarah Khan, as for the KYC, she is holding 25% in Viva Toyota, and she is a trustee in ISN Foundation. And also it says that she is a wife of Abu Bakr Khan. Now, husband and wife, both of them, they are trustees at ISN Foundation. It is very clear relationship we can establish it. So there is a chances that now we have seen that Abu Bakr Khan, because he was involved in certain money laundering, though that was not so serious. But Sarah Khan is completely involved in human trafficking, hawala, terrorist financing using ISN Foundation. So it is very clear cut case that so maybe they would have founded this ISN Foundation for terrorist related activities to raise funds through money laundering and human trafficking, and then support terrorist activities through ISN Foundation. So let me check. Okay, so date of birth here also you can see it, 11/5/1987. Okay, and if you go back to passport, it says that Indian passport, IN 123456789, and date of birth is 11th May 1987. So both are matching. So in case if you want to see it again, you go back to Sarah Khan, through screening button. Okay. So search it. The first case itself is matching with our customer Sarakan. Though the hit has got triggered under perpetual screening Abu Bakr Khan, but still, when we are conducting further investigation, we could understand that Abu Bakr Khan and Sara Khan, both of them are trustee at ISN Foundation, and both of them they have certain violations. Through web search, we're able to understand it, and this is that. Okay, so Sarah Khan had, completely involved in human trafficking, hawala, terrorist financing through ISN Foundation. This is one of the most serious financial crime which is happening, as for the OFAC blacklist. And there's one more sanction list I could see that. Okay, so but the date of birth is not matching, passport number is not matching. So anyways, this you can discount it. You don't have to go for it. There's one more Sarakan. There's a true hit, 100% match, but there's no hit found. You don't have to worry about it. So this is how the investigation you should be conducting it as a sanction compliance officer. Okay, so you shouldn't be taking it to only trigger. Yeah, so let me screen only above because the system has triggered only for Abu Bakr Khan. Let me go back to screening application and screen this Abu Bakr Khan, and if there is a violation, let me escalate it. Now, please do understand that if this Abu Bakr Khan is holding account with you, try to check that if he's working somewhere, or if he's holding certain shares somewhere, or maybe if he if this person in this real example, this person is trustee, and we have gone back to ISIN and we could see that there is one more trustee there, right, Sarah Khan. And then we have again conducted further investigation understanding who is Sarah Khan, and we could see her KYC also, and we have very clear about the relationship between Abu Bakr Khan and Sarah Khan. They are husband and wife. They are holding this ISN foundation. Both of them they are involved in lot of terrorist related act. They are generating funds through human trafficking, hawala, and certain other. Abu Bakr Khan has involved in money laundering. So lot of illegal activities, through illegal activities they are generating funds and supporting terrorist activities through ISN foundation. It is very clear case. So that investigation you should be writing it here. Starting, how do you write the responses? Basically, this is triggered for Abu Bakr. Okay, so I'm just showing it to you so you can write it when you're writing it really, the simulation or any of the responses when you in your institution. So triggered for Abu Bakr, and you have taken this Abu Bakr and gone to screening application. Even before that, you have checked the KYC, write that also, and screen it. And you can write, there were two hits, and one hit is completely related to Abu Bakr Khan. You can mention what hit it was. All right, and then see, it was giving you one of the hint, or maybe if you can go back to the KYC also, it was saying that okay, Abu Bakr is a trustee of ISN Foundation. Now you have gone to ISN Foundation, you could also identify that Abu Bakr and Sarah were trustees, and through Sarah's KYC profile, okay, both of them are in a relationship. I mean, both of them they are married each other. So these all things, gives you the complete investigation. That is what you have to write it here as a report when you are reporting it to competent authorities and submit it. So this is the case how the investigation of screening, sanction screening look exactly like. Okay, so this FINS 360 we have come up with to help people who don't have experience in sanction screening. So this application, you can get hands-on experience through this application. Okay, so and we have got very good feedback on this application. So you can just watch this video in case if you have any feedback, probably in case if you wanted to say something on the case, or maybe the investigation pattern what we have used it. So always welcome. So I am here to help you guys. Thank you very much.